Greetings everybody, my name is Tommy the Game Master and welcome to my channel. Well, today I want to talk about something I saw this morning when I got up. I saw some videos about a change.org petition about Disney removing the rights from EA to make any future Star Wars games. And quite frankly, just judging from EA's actions in the past, I don't think that would be a bad idea. But I want to talk about just the meaninglessness of this, because there's got to be action backed up by the petitioners, and I'll get into that. If you haven't noticed what's going on here, quick recap. Disney bought the license to Star Wars, I do believe, in 2012. And then they sold EA an exclusive rights after shutting down LucasArts, which was the old publisher and developer of Star Wars games. They shut them down, and then they gave the exclusive rights to EA, which was already on many gamers, getting into the very unethical, probably would not do business with for a lot of gamers. And in the last few years, EA, despite the fact that they own a lot of IP, despite the fact that they have bought out and have talented people working for them, have gone from a business model of create a great game, create a good environment, then find a way to add in extra monetization, has gone on to how can we sell loot boxes, how can we microtransactions, and it's all to get the investors to pump up that stock price. And EA's stock price until recently has been the highest it's ever been. This whole controversy has definitely caused them to lose some value. I haven't checked it lately, but I hope it stays down for a while. But here's the thing you need to know, guys. Disney can't go in and just break that contract. There's obvious money signed, money given, signatures and all that. To go in and remove that license, they have got to do something pretty heinous, because there'll be legal repercussions for Disney. And it's got to be shown that, it's better for you to go and buy those lawyers to defend yourself from any backlash from EA, to defend your consumers, than to let EA keep that contract even until the contract expires. So it's complicated, and just signing a petition isn't going to do anything, because those change.org petitions oftentimes are just people whining about stuff they don't like. If you really sign a petition, if you really want change, you gotta back it up. In this case, stop buying and playing EA games if you really want to see EA change that stuff. I've been saying this for weeks, folks. Stop buying their games, and more importantly, and this is the hard part, stop playing them, because I do own a few EA games I purchased in the last few years that have been on my backlog that I've been itching to play. Games like Alice Madness Returns and Mass Effect, but I can't, and here's why. We're no longer in an era like I was when I was a kid. When I buy a game, game developers, game publishers don't know how much I play, whether I bought the game and stuck it on my shelf, or whether I popped it in and played it for 100 hours. They have all that data now, folks, on the current consoles. It records and sends them that data. Don't believe me? Go check out the reviews on Steam. You'll see right next to the reviewer's name how many hours they played that game. So, you don't think that Steam's collecting data for the publishers and developers to view? And to be fair, the data is to show us whether or not they made a good game or not. So, when I see someone write a review, and this is what I see, and the developer would probably see it similar, tell me how god-awful NBA 2K18 is, but I see they played it over 100 hours, I'm beginning to wonder if they're just mildly annoyed at something, or if they really think it's crap. And folks, I don't care how much you paid for the game, and I don't care if it's the next new game you're going to buy isn't until next year. If you buy a crappy game and you can't refund it through Steam, don't play it anymore after you figured out that this is a bad game and nothing's going to change. Unless you feel absolutely duty-bound for some reason to review it. Stop right there, and you can even say I didn't finish it because it was so god-awful. That is legitimate reason to not finish a review. But don't play games that you don't think are fun, especially in this day and age, because even if you skip the microtransactions and you slog through it, you show developers that people are still willing to slog through without the microtransactions, so we still got sales and we still get eyeballs for people to advertise our microtransactions to. And we get people who aren't patient enough giving us extra money for the microtransaction. It's a win-win. So if you really want to stop EA, if you really want to stop the loot boxes, if you really want to stop this games for service, loot box extravaganza, absolutely no quality or experience for the gamer to go in, just shoving loot boxes down our throats. If you really want to stop that in the industry, you've got to no longer support these games and the companies that do it. At least until they figure out we need to knock it off. Okay? In the meantime, yeah, let's hope Disney does come in and take a look at their EA contract. I have a feeling if there's any type of moral clause, don't bring shame onto Disney, basically. I think EA may have violated, so hopefully they have an excuse to pull that license. I don't know where you could go to read that contract or not, but unless they do, Disney can't pull without legal repercussion, so it's going to take a huge fan backlash over more than one Star Wars games for us to see the end of this, unfortunately. I also would love to see the NFL go and look at their contract as well. A lot of people blame EA for the NFL monopoly they now have. From everything I have heard, both from EA and the NFL, EA did not go to the NFL and say, we'll pay you a big bag of money for an exclusive contract. The NFL wanted to make it only one game developer, one game publisher, just because they saw, all these different types of games at different prices, and they wanted it to be simplified. Thought it would be better for the consumers and for everyone if they had just one reliable publisher. Unfortunately, I don't think EA is very reliable anymore, so let's hope they pull that too. Anyways, this is Tommy the Game Master, thanking you for watching, and like I said, don't buy games with loot boxes in them. I'll see you guys later.